questions to you from your parents, what do you want to do in the future, from your relatives, would you want to do engineering, would you want to doctor, do you want to do this, do you want to do that? But it's something that don't feel pressure, don't feel bad that, oh, I need to give an answer today. Take your time answering it. Even if the answer comes to you in 11th grade or 12th grade, my answer did not come in the 11th grade. My answer came in when I was in final year engineering. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. And never in the childhood, yes, one issue was always there is, I used to stay in a Rockilla Steel City. My question is, why were the poor people not going to the same school? I always had a question, why am I going to some school where the poor kids cannot come to? Which was the question, or why does the poor person does not have the same facility of education that I had? What is wrong that his or her parents did that he cannot study in my school? That was always there in my mind, yes. And so when I went to IIT, it's like, how do I look at creating an equal? But starting Celco came as a part of it very, very much later on. But the thought process of the society was much earlier.
Yes, sir. Why did you take energy engineering as your career when you could have taken IT or medicals?
Entrance examination. And just like as you have in CET, that you have to choose according to your rank. And that was an accident, right? I got a certain rank, which allowed me to only choose some subjects. Either I could have chosen computer science in IIT BHU, but I wanted to an IIT, that was Kharagpur, or metallurgy in IIT Madras. So I had a very small choice, but energy was very new. We didn't know what was the future. So because I did not know what the future was, I found it challenging and exciting. Because I didn't know where to go, and that for me is always challenging and motivating. I don't want to go, for example, it's like a movie, a suspense movie. You don't want to know the suspense. And for me, energy engineering was a suspense. It's something that I didn't know, and that is a challenge I wanted to take. Okay, what I didn't know. So that's why I took it, and good, energy engineering was an accident, and which actually, and then I started concentrating on, which actually gave me the, how do you use energy for the benefits of the poor people? And I think that was one of the best decisions that I accidentally took, which actually helped me to where Celco is more than well.
My question is that what will be your future project for conservation of energy?
But our next project is, in a way, we mostly look at poor people in the rural areas. Our next project is how do we look at poor people in urban areas who already have electricity but lost a lot of energy because they have no choice. They live in dark houses. How can we create houses which have better daylighting like this from your window, right? For us is the next thing. For urban poor, how do we look at energy conservation? How can the poor save more? And that's our next project. We already have a small project in the slums of Ahmedabad. But how can we replicate or expand it to other slums in Calcutta, Chennai, Mumbai, Bangalore? That's our next project.
Actually, a fine standard. So, if India starts building more amount of nuclear power, geothermals, and all these, will we be the one among the country in energy saving?
Many steps are being taken to conserve energy with technology, but they are not being used regularly. How can we put them in use?
I will not get the last one.
How can we put them in use?
You speak loudly.
Many steps are being taken to conserve energy with new technology, but they are not being used regularly. How can we put them in use?
More awareness has to come, and I think it has to come from you. You have to push your parents, keep asking them why it has not happened. I'll tell you an example. When we did it in 96, 97, when we started working on solar energy in rural Karnataka, and when one house had solar, the other house would buy it, because the child from the other house would say, that house has light, they are not studying on kerosene, Appa, why are you not putting light in my house? I don't want to study on a kerosene light. So today, you have to say not about solar, but tell me, well, I don't want to waste energy. Solar might be something different, but solar is only one technology. whether it's biomass, biogas. But it also the children, when you're studying, should actually go back and ask questions to your parents. Why are we wasting energy? Why? That's how the awareness actually comes in. It will happen in next 5-10 years.
And my question is that once people are more educated, like the present situation now, like they're getting educated. So once the people are properly educated, do you think the present situation will get better?
It does not mean when you study in class. Education means what you have learned. Right? It's not what you get a degree of. Education does not mean you have passed class 6 to 7, but what did you actually learn in 6? What do you take back home? That is education. So if the question is that is more important, is not today I'll give you an examination and ask you questions, how do you conserve water? You have read at home and come back, and this is the 10 ways of conserving water. Yes, you have been educated, but are you putting that in practice? Do you actually understand what it means? That is education, right? That is when things will change. And I'll tell you, it will change from the 6th graders, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th of your school, who will actually be the future citizens of this world, the future citizens of this country. That is where the change will happen. And that's why I'm saying I have more hope in 5 to 8 years, because this batch of students, this age group will actually make a difference. Because these are questions I don't get asked even in management schools. My questions are, sir, how do you make money? And you ask, how do we conserve energy? Which is more important than how to make money. Right? Thank you very much.
Propose a vote of thanks on this great occasion. This day will be remembered in the history of Rashtrathana Vidya Kendra. The very special presence of Dr. Harish Hande, in spite of his extreme busy schedule, is a reflection of his thought in bringing up the new generation to build a glorified country. Sir, you have motivated us with your inspiring words. You have also laid a strong message in our minds that everything is possible if we have a will to do it. We are extremely thankful for your gracious presence. I request our principal, Srimati Manjula, to present a memento as a token of love and gratitude. Guidance in organizing this event, giving her valuable suggestions from time to time. We are also grateful to all the parents present here. Last but not the least, I thank all the faculty members, non-teaching staff and children for making this event a grand success. Thank you one and all.
Namavi Tarini, Chepudala.